Hi, this is Steve Eulberg for Dulcimer Crossing, and today we're going to take a look at a beautiful tune that was composed in Europe by Giles Chabinet called the Crested Hens. It lays in the hammered dulcimer in the E Dorian box for the first half of the tune, and the second half of the tune uses the E harmonic scale, which needs a D sharp in just one place. So let's just review the Dorian boxes. When I say the box, I'm starting on one above a mark in the E, going up 4 and crossing over from where I started and finishing off. If you're very familiar with playing in the box, it's good to get out of the rhythm of playing only starting on the marked courses, but start playing one above, and everywhere you do this on your board, you're going to have a Dorian scale, which is sometimes called the Mountain Minor. It has the sharp 6th step of the scale. Now the harmonic minor is one of the other kinds of minors. I like to say that the minors are free-range critters because they just don't behave in the single way that major modes do. But we have the Dorian minor, we have the Olien minor, which is also called the natural or pure minor scale. The harmonic minor is the one that has T-do at the very end, and it has, some people, has kind of an aching kind of quality. Listen to it. Now your instrument, if it doesn't have the chromatic notes at the top, might not have that note. In that case, you're going to substitute an F sharp for that note when it comes around, and I'll show you where that goes. For some dulcimers, a standard 16-15 or a 15-14, your only D sharp is going to be down here at the bottom. In the lower box. Instruments that start at G might not have that note up there. However, you could always retune one of the notes you have up there. If you have a D at the very top, you could turn it up just a half step and it would give you that note. So let's now play the tune. The A part of the tune starts on E. So we're playing a little triangle. E, G, F sharp bar, E, a B. Then it starts there and goes up. Did you see that? We just walked down the scale in the box. So I'm starting on E, G, F sharp, E, B. That's the first little phrase. The second phrase goes up, just walks right up the scale and comes back down. But instead of going back to where it was, it jumps past in a set of 3 and now walks all the way down the scale. Jump, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the first part of the A section. Now the second part of the A section sounds almost like that. Here's where it gets different. It ends up back on the B. Now because I'm alternating every time I hit a string, I'm crossing over to get my A over here instead of down here, which keeps me still in that E Dorian box, which is one of the reasons I like to think about that box. Let's put those two pieces together. Here's the first section. Second section. Tag that leads us back to the beginning. It's the first ending. We're skipping everything. We're playing the D that's below E. G, F sharp, D, E, and then we start over again at the beginning. We've repeated. Walk right down. Now the second ending is almost like the first, it just doesn't have that little tag at the very end that gets us back to the beginning. Let me play the whole thing a little slower. E, G, F sharp, E, B, first part. Now the second part starts on B. B, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, D, E, D, C sharp. Now back to D and walk all the way down. Now we're back to the beginning. Now we do that second section with a little bit different ending. Back to the B. Now here's the tag that takes us to the repeat. Now we're repeating again. That's where we're walking right down the scale. Now that's the whole A section of the tune.